In the early 1950s, radio producers were constantly seeking new themes that would capture the listening audience. But the thought of a headstrong investigator working on the side of the law was a novel idea. The ABC series The Man From Homicide was based on this very premise. Originated in 1950 by radio script writer Louis Vittes, who turned this idea into a finished product with talent agent Ben Pearson and Helen Mack. The Man From Homicide featured the exploits of a large, fictional, and unnamed city police department's homicide squad. Gruff, gravel-voiced Charles McGraw was cast in the leading role of Lieutenant Dana for the audition of The Man From Homicide. A Hollywood film heavy, McGraw was perfect for the part of the tough detective. In addition to Lieutenant Dana, the initial story provided an assistant, Sergeant Dave Myers, which afforded some genuine comic relief. The theme and musical interludes were composed and conducted by Robert Armbruster, music director of the NBC Western Division. ABC announced in May 1951 that it would schedule The Man From Homicide to fill the Monday night void that would open after Inner Sanctum's season finale on June 18th of 1951. ABC broadcast The Man From Homicide as a sustainer, paying the packager $1,000 per episode. Dan Duryea, then known as Hollywood's dame-slapping sardonic villain, was ultimately cast as show lead Lou Dana. 300-pound Sergeant Myers was expertly portrayed by Larry Dobkin. The maiden episode of The Man From Homicide was aired live from the KECA Hollywood studios to be heard on the East Coast at 8 p.m. Pacific Coast audiences tuned in at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. On account of Duryea's film schedule, subsequent episodes were transcribed. Occasionally, the team recorded multiple episodes on the same day. There were no official titles for these episodes documented on the scripts or delivered on air. Despite all efforts, including the interests of everyone involved in the program and an outpouring of fan mail, options to extend this series were exhausted. The Man From Homicide left the air after the September 24, 1951 broadcast.